taking a quick look, the temperature in Honolulu is 64 degrees right now. At Green Bank, West Virginia, where there's another telescope, we're going to get up to 64. So I know it's not driven by the weather that you're wanting to go to Hawaii. And I'm excited to know of your interest in visiting a telescope, because we proudly have the Green Bank telescope in my district. And it's only 4.5 hours away, so we're happy to do a field visit. Good morning and welcome. Glad to have you, and for the members of the subcommittee, I had the honor of having dinner with the EPSCoR folks and having an opportunity to sit with and talk with the director at that time, so thank you very much. I would like to delve in a little bit. I visited Green Bank yesterday and had an opportunity to speak with the director there, Director Dr. Karen O'Neill. Give me, if you wouldn't mind, Madam Director, the current NSF funding vis-a-vis that project. Obviously, I'm most interested in the Astronomy Portfolio Review Committee's recommendation from 2 years ago, and where this project sits vis-a-vis this particular budget.
Mm-hmm. So, Congressman Jenkins, we do, as I said in my opening remarks, really listen to decadal surveys, and there's astronomy, the most recent decadal survey, and then followed up by, as you pointed out, the Astronomy Portfolio Review, in which they, within the context of a projected budget, they set priorities. And because our budget is limited, we, in an effort to do new things and expand our horizons, we also need to look with an eye to divesting of things that have been going on for a long time, and afford us, if with a careful divestment, of the opportunity of doing new things with limited dollars. And so the Astronomy Portfolio Review did identify Green Bank, among several other telescopes, as you know, as being one to be divested. But the astronomy group does not do that lightly. So we've had an ongoing study, and we should have a report by the middle of this calendar year on what the environmental landscape looks like, what potential partners look like, could be, and we would like to proceed in a very careful, orderly fashion. I personally have talked with the president of West Virginia University about this and his deep passion for this telescope, and also previously with Senator Rockefeller, of course, who shared that passion. And we are, we're committed to doing the right thing. And a lot of these telescopes, of course, once they've been operating a long time, are great for raising new students and giving them an awareness of the universe and an opportunity. And so we're looking at outreach opportunities, we're looking at training opportunities, and we will let you know just as soon as that study is done of what divestment options are possible.
Is there a basic philosophy, what I'm hearing you say, and there's no direct correlation, I assume, between the budget request, as the chair indicated, the proposed budget is actually higher than what you're currently funded at, is that correct?
That's right.
So while you're seeking more money, what you're saying philosophically is that through this process you go in and evaluate projects, and through this review structure, you then may divest yourself. So out with the old, in with the new. Is this a process you go through? So regardless of where we stand budgetarily, there's no direct correlation necessarily between the funding you receive and the projects you're going to fund over the course of the year.
Well, Congressman, there's a great indirect correlation, because if we were, I mean, astronomy is a very expensive field, and these telescopes we were talking about earlier, SST and DKIST among them, are big, costly facilities which are deemed appropriate by the scientists, and really the whole astronomy world comes together in this priority setting exercise. And so the budget is, as you pointed out, the budget request is 5.2% higher. That is not enough. It's over all fields of science and engineering, as you know. So there are budget numbers that are given, both constant and just a little bit of increase to these review committees when they get together, and it's in that context that they make these decisions.
What is your power and authority in the funding mechanism? After Congress passes a budget or through whatever mechanisms you are funded, it seems to me the ball is then in your court, and you are in theoretically the bully pulpit. You're the holder of the purse strings. People come to you through their application process. You're the decider. What leverage, because I think you would have a significant amount of leverage, because I know Green Bank, for example, work with NASA, they work with EPSCoR, they work with the STEM that you emphasis in education, higher ed institutions like WVU. I politely want to challenge the NSF to take what I believe is an asset like Green Bank Telescope, the only fully directional telescope in the world, and all of those players around, and challenge them to step up to the plate and engage in a collaborative way, because I would think you would want 1 + 1 = 3. Let's figure out how to use your dollars, taxpayer dollars that are appropriated through this process, to their maximum extent possible. Could I challenge you to get the NASA folks and the higher ed institutions and others to try to work collaboratively, and as you through this process these coming months, let's see if we can't take a critically important asset and make it as useful as possible, so that next time we have a review committee, they say, we can't afford to lose this.
Great. Well, I accept your challenge, Congressman Jenkins, and look forward to working with you.
Thank you, Madam Director. Thank you, Mr.